The producers of BYUTV's All-Round Champion faced a new challenge with a season devoted to para-athletic competition. Accommodating athletes with differing prosthetics and varying abilities required some creative problem-solving. Take a look.
Athletes who have a disability, they want you to ask questions. They're totally comfortable with you knowing and understanding. It's better than gawking and staring.
So if you don't mind me asking, were you born like that?
Yes, I was. So I missed out all the fun part. So when people ask about that, I'm like, yeah, this is normal. Because I've never,
You've never had anything else?
Yeah.
Exactly.
The athlete's adapting to the sport or the competition, but also adapting the competition and the sport to the athlete. Momo being an arm amputee in this competition, the sports are least friendly for her. Man, she just kind of plows through. She never complains, and it was awesome. And again, production would do things like we would have to try her with her prosthetic, or modify her prosthetic, or no prosthetic at all.
Adapting my sport was honestly really hard for all the athletes. It was different for everyone. But luckily we were able to find stuff like, for example, we found the slings on Maggie's leg. It worked so well, it seemed like. And knee pads for Lily, and that worked really well, leading her to getting gold.
Coming up with some sort of a system where we can help Maggie, who doesn't have any hip flexors, sit up in the sailboat. Taping neon tape on boxing gloves so Gunor could have a chance and see him. These are the things that we would do that don't tip the scales for one athlete or another, but what they do is they set all of them up for success the best possible way.
This show requires incredible perseverance, not only physical, but also mental. There's been a lot of ups and downs. I've had a lot of challenges adapting to my disability, but that's all part of the game.
It always starts with a level of excitement, especially competition day. I think the crew's buzzing. We're kind of excited to see how things are going to play out. And then when the athletes come, it doesn't disappoint.
Coming here, I was like, of course I was nervous, but I was mostly excited to literally have a full summer of physical activity and sports, because that is it's what I love.
We are showing you athletes with a disability are no different than anybody else. Anything you can do, they can do just as much. I'm so proud of them that they've let us in, that they've shown us all the strength and all the might and all the fun that they are willing to have.
What I love so much about this group is all the different disabilities and different walks of life that they all come from. None of them use it as an excuse. And, that's what I really love about parasport. That brings out how incredible these athletes really are.
We all have a very wide variety of disabilities. We all have certain adaptations we need to make. But the fact that we're doing that and we're working towards that is something that should be happening on a greater scale, even just in terms of accessibility and inclusion of people with disabilities.
Woo! All-Round Champion inspires us to explore new things and take chances. You'll see what I'm talking about when you tune in, or watch anytime with the free BYUtv app. Thanks for watching, Insiders.